Alrighty. Hey Sadie, what are you doing? If you're hungry, you got dry food. You don't need more treats. You've had plenty. You can go to bed. I don't want to listen to you complain. Alrighty. Let's get all my chats up. Put that there. I want to listen to you complain. And then let me grab this.
Another wretched foul lizard thing joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
We woo the axe of Dargo thirsts.
What? Wee woo. Thank you very much for the 18 months, good sir. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with Andy later today. Should be a really good time. So I am realizing, looking around today, that I must have been the only content creator that forgot to reach out to the devs behind Space Marine 2 and ask for early access, because I didn't realize that they were doing like an early access, and that like content creators can get in today, whereas all the people that pre-order get in tomorrow, and then 4 days later the normal people get in. So there's like multiple layers of early access, which I find very funny. But I hope the people that get to play today have a good time with it. I definitely want to play it. I think I might join in on tomorrow's group. I got a message about why is my chair spinning? I got a message about potentially there's a thing that I might do that will have me playing tomorrow, but we'll see. Is this an early access stream? It's only an early access stream into my heart. Only, you know, which is, you know, frankly is not that valuable, from what I understand. But, let's see, what? Oh no, I'm in the wrong category. Oh God, how do I change my category from here? Here you go. Fix that, and then did I set up YouTube correctly? Let's find out. Did I set this up right? I did. Okay, well I did YouTube correctly, so that's good. But hello! How's everyone doing today? We're just gonna hang out, chill, have a good time. Hey Alex. Yo. Okay, so we are not going to proceed with the main story. We are going to immediately hook a hard left, just steering wheel all the way over, because what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna get all of our new careers and jobs and stuff. Can I jump off this? No. Lame. But how are y'all doing today? Yeah, we're gonna pick up Dark Knight today, so we can start leveling that. That'll be fun. We're not, this isn't gonna be like an insanely long stream, as I do need to, make sure I do a couple things before my stream with Andy tonight. Shouldn't need to do a lot of things, though, so we should be able to stream for a good bit without issue. So let's run around here and start picking up side goodies. Jeanne. Greetings and welcome to the Athenaeum Astrologicum. Perhaps you were drawn by fate to this place of learning, or perhaps you wish to know more of fate itself. Do I wish to know more of fate? Sure. Then you were wise to come hither, for in the stars are written the fates of every man and woman and man on Hydaelyn. It was there in the stars that I read a man would call upon the Athenaeum this day, a man who would play an important role in my own life. Ah, but my apologies. Even the most skilled reader cannot scry a name from the heavens. Would you be so kind as to give me yours so that I might know who is to be my new protege? Yes. Dalcarius. Well, I was not expecting that. But what is a name but an attempt by our begetters to wield power over the lives of their sons and daughters? Lives whose paths have already been foretold, in a sense that is. My name is Jeanne de Dudendir, and I am an Astrologian for the Holy See. Remember that name, for it shall echo forevermore in the annals of Ishgardian history. Well, it will once I put it there. Once we put it there. Now, where to begin? I suppose I could consult my divining deck for an answer, but it would be too easy now, wouldn't it? Very well, at the beginning it is. Astrology, or the reading of the stars, is a branch of etherological science which originated in distant Sharlayan. There have been astrologians in Ishgard for thousands of years, but it wasn't until 3 centuries ago when Adownel. We'll go with Adenel. Adenel, the younger, learned the movement of the stars could also be used to foresee the movements of the Dravanian horde that the field became popular. Since then, what was once a single science has bifurcated into 2 similar yet ultimately different schools of learning, the Sharlayan school of astrology and the Ishgardian school, the former placing a focus on tapping celestial ether and transforming it into beneficial magics, or astromancy, the latter specializing solely in determining the actions of our dragon enemies to the north. I am a student of the former, the only student of the former here in Ishgard, and have been actively seeking a partner with whom to conduct my research. Let us just say that my fellow Astrologians here have been less than approving of my path. That is simply because they are afraid of what they do not know. Once they do know of how Sharlayan astrology can benefit the scene its soldiers, they will feel foolish for ever having doubted me. Us. You will be joining me, will you not? Walking the path that has been laid out before you, instead of stubbornly denying your fate, postponing the inevitable. Yeah. I see you've wasted no time in making your decision. Like I always say, the stars are never wrong. Alas, even a lifetime of study and training cannot unlock all the secrets written in those stars. Myself, I've been a student of the astromantic arts for more summers than I can count, and I still oft misread the signs shown to me in the skies. Though my readings are far more accurate now than they were when I attended the Athenaeum in Sharlayan. Not the Sharlayan, mind you. The colony that once thrived in the Dravanian hinterlands. I can recall my time there like it was but yesterday. The first 6 moons I was not even allowed to touch the deck of 60, let alone conduct a reading with the major arcana. Most of my time was spent in the scriptorium transcribing old tomes on astrological fundamentals such as the 6 elemental houses, divine duplicity, class triplicity, house modality and polarity, dignity versus detriment. I abhorred the task and would tirelessly pester my instructors as to when I might be actually granted the opportunity to weave a spell or perform a reading. It wasn't until the end of the 6th moon that I realized that all the transcribing had prepared me with the essentials I would need to do those very things. The positions of the celestial bodies within the 6 elemental houses, and their relation to the major and minor arcana of the deck of 60, therein lie the secrets to tapping the ethereal power locked in the heavens. And soon, you too will become privy to those secrets. But not this day. No, no. I would not have you transcribe musty old tomes like I once was forced to do. No, the task I have for you is much more interesting. You see, I'm expecting the arrival of a very important guest. My old mentor from the studium has agreed to make the journey from the old world to Ishgard and speak with the Holy See regarding the implementation of Sharlayan astrologican techniques in city-state defense. Alas, the professor and his party are now fully 7 days late in arriving, and I've begun to worry for their safety. I should be much obliged, therefore, if you would inquire of the other Astrologians here at the Athenaeum if they have heard aught. Okie dokie. Have you heard anything? Why would Lord Janet think that I would have information on the whereabouts of a handful of unbelievers from across the blood-brine sea? I'm an Astrologian, not a fortune teller. I cannot simply look into the stars and describe the location of the Viscount's guests, unless his guests are dragons, that is. I suppose if anyone knew aught, it would be the Observatorium. We here at the Athenaeum are but students dedicated to research. Those with any influence on our field are assigned to the astroscope. Let me guess. The good Lord Genequinard said he saw you in a vision, that the stars told him you were to study Charlian astrology with him. Am I close? You must be the 100th of his little pets to pester me this week alone. I harbor no ill will towards ignorant unbelievers unlucky enough to find themselves caught up in talk of stars and fortunes. But you may tell that sorry excuse for an Astrologian for the umpteenth time that I have heard naught concerning his imaginary friends from faraway Charlian. Just do not tell the Viscount I called him a sorry excuse for an Astrologian, alright? Janequinard is still waiting for word on his missing Charlians instead of actually making an effort to find them, is he? Of course he is. Is it any wonder that the nearly 15 years since his return from Charlian, his skill in astromancy has remained unchanged? Any wonder that he has never yet managed to convince a single peer of the value of the Charlian school? He is a privileged little sprat who spends more time gazing at the stars in young maidens' eyes than actually trying to read the ones above his head. Alright. You tell the poor man I just returned from the observatorium, and one night at the communal feasting hall, happened to overhear Chief Astrologian Forlemore speaking with one of his aides regarding Charlian. He was visibly upset, and I wasn't about to risk my career over something I care little about, so I merely put my head down and ate my beet soup. That is all I know, and you did not hear it from me. Master Forlemore? I thought this day could not get any worse. No, I'm not suggesting that meeting you in any way has been unfortunate. It is just, that it may not be in our best interest to be seen together as of yet. People in the Holy See do not approve of my studies. Couple that with the fact that you are an outsider and an unbeliever, and, well, people may jump to the wrong conclusions. We must act with caution until we can prove our intentions are just and for the good of all Ishgard. So I must ask you to travel to the observatorium alone and meet me there. Okay. Oh, I can also pick up the new... I can actually do the new Dragoon quest as well. Did I get a free key for Space Marine 2? Not yet. It is way up here at the top. Dalcarius, allow me to apologize again for not accompanying you here. As for our business with the Chief Astrologian, you may leave the talking to me. Janequinard, I might have known it would be you. Who else would be so indecent as to drag an outsider into this holy place of observation? You have always had an unhealthy obsession with the foreign. Just why you were as worthless to the Athenaeum now as you were when you returned from the heathen city a decade and a half since. But the stars, they could serve us in other ways than merely revealing when the Horde will attack. The powers can be tapped. The ether within can be used for... The ether should be left be. Has history taught you naught about the folly of the Nimians, the Amdapori, the Miachi? Mine uncle, the Sharlians have been wielding astromancy for ages without disrupting ethereal balance. This power, combined with Ishgardian astrology, could be what is needed to turn the tide in this 1,000-year conflict. Moreover, I have reason to believe that our masters at the Vault agree, as they have given me their blessing to continue my research. I did not come to trade bobs with you, Nuncle. Let us save that for another time. I'm here because it has come to my attention that you may have information as to the whereabouts of Professor Mace and his party from Sharlian. For someone who says he's not here to trade bobs, you have been quite generous in your dealing of them today. If it means you will leave and allow me to return to my work, then I'd be more than happy to let you know what information found its way to my desk just yesterday morn. Serpent Reaver sightings and foul weather prevented the professor's ship from entering the Strait of Murlthor, where they would have made their way up the Maiden into Corthus. After detouring around the south of Vildbrand, they finally disembarked at Vespa Bay, where they took the land route along the Royal Allegan Sunway to the Black Shroud. It seems, they lost their way. A lost Astrologian. Ha! As is my morning reading predicted, Dalamud was in detriment to the House of the Spire while ascending over the Ecliptic. Now, Carius, you must journey to the Black Shroud and assist Professor Mace. Allow me to introduce you to Quimperine. He is my personal manservant and shall accompany you. With a very long bow. He is not one for conversation, but his sword arm is amongst the best in all the pillars. He should see you safe if any danger were to befall you, and something tells me danger lurks on the horizon. It is a pleasure to serve you, my lord. I shall make haste to Quarrymill and assist you there. Neat. You managed to get into that high-level Dragoon without going to HEAVENSWARD. I salute you. My lord, I have questioned the residents of this hamlet and learned that a party of queerly dressed outsiders passed through not but a bell ago. It should not prove overly difficult to find them now. Before we begin, might I ask a moment of your time? I would not dare utter aught ill of my master, but his recent fixation with finding a protege, I believe it ill-considered. The passion, however pure, has left him with more than one enemy within the astrological community. Lord Follamore has seen to this. I fear not only for how his name might be sullied, but for his life. I beg of you, pray, do not drag him any further down into this quagmire. Let him quietly dabble in his dream, but let it remain at that, a dream. No good will come of encouraging him. It will only hurt the Viscount and his family. You must remember that while I serve Lord Jerniquinard, it is his uncle, the Count, who employs me. Now, as for the task at hand, I suggest we find the wayward travelers and hurry back to our respective hearths. I shall lead. Might I ask you to take the rear and see that none take us unawares? There's a couple of them. Oh, hello. These are the Sharlians we seek. It appears they have found themselves in some trouble. Unhand my grandfather! Ah, feisty. We'll fetch a fine price for that one from the pleasure barge, captains. Well, these guys are evil as fuck. Give me that stone, old man. The soul has spoken. grab the old man. These wizard types carry on them all manner of beggarman baubles and golden trinkets. Up, or I'll toss you to the snakes. You want to see the old man again? You leave us the girl. Try anything and he's dead. Wait! Grandfather's soul crystal. Why would he leave it here, surrendering any power he might have had to free himself from those bandits? Gimme, 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 gimme. Unless you were the one that he saw in his reading before we left the old world. That was more than a moon ago. My grandfather scribed from the cards that he would serve as the bridge for countless souls to be passed to another. Might you be that other? The men of the forest are careless. Tracking them will be no difficult feat. We shall follow and strike before they have the time to regroup in numbers. The stars have spoken and laid the path not before you, but before the adventurer here. Sparkle. You must take the soul of the Astrologian and place it near your heart. Listen to the tales of those who walked before you, and know their journeys as you do your own. As for the tools you require, knowledge needed to wield them, I, Leveva, let's go with Leva, shall see to those matters. You saw there was no fear in my grandfather's eyes when the bandit took him. That is because he saw you come to his rescue. Our lives were written in the stars long before we trod upon this land. It is not by chance that you stand here today with the soul of the Astrologian in your hand. It is fate. The skink priest in me is very pleased by this development. Quest complete! Astrologian unlocked! Alright, this quest is in kind of an awkward place, so I am gonna go ahead and do the next stage of this. Normally I get the quest and leave. But in this case, I think it will be wise to go ahead and do it. Just so that when I want to do more of this later, I'm not like going, where the hell is it? Alright, Astrologian. What do we got here? Arcane Gauge unlocked. Using the actions Astral Draw or Umbral Draw will replace Play 1, Play 2, and Play 3 with their respective Arcanum, which will be represented in the Arcana gauge. You can view the job description at any time from Actions and Traits menu. So, what do we have here? So, these are the play cards, so we should probably put those down here. I like how this is like the Yu-Gi-Oh set, apparently. Ice weapon. If you top right bar. Oh, yeah. Oh, right, it would just pull it up there. Oh, okay, well in that case we don't need to do it right now then. Alright, cool. Alright, that's good to know. That's a good point. Okie dokie, so back to Ishgard then. Next up is whatever this one is. Clan Hunt. I feel like Clan Hunt is unlocking a other new mechanic, but we're gonna grab all these blue quests because blue quests are new mechanics, which are always good to have. Can I go down? Yes, I can. Okay. Rigaldo, thank you so much for the 37 months. I'm doing quite well, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Hope you're doing well, my dude. It's good to see you. Here we are. Well, 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 what have we here? You look like you've seen a scrap or two. The name's Atian. I'm a proud member of Clan Centurio, the toughest band of warriors this side of the steppes. You'll have heard of the Hunt, right? The Grand Companies run it, the rest of in the rest of Eorzea, but up here it's the clan's concern. We follow the same system, but you're free to pick our own marks. Reckon you've got the speed, the strength, and the heart to take down some of the most ferocious fiends this side of the seventh hell? If you think you're up to the challenge, head downstairs and have a word with Ardelaine. He'll fill you in on the details. Okay. Good day to you, young master. How may I be of service? Oh, so you fancy trying your hand at the hunt, do you? Well, if Atian reckons you're up to it, it isn't for an old man like me to say elsewise. Me and him are members of Clan Centurio, a ragtag band of glory hunters, mercenaries, and has-beens brought together by Sir Lodaste, one of the Ishgar's most noble of nobles. Whenever a monster grows too big for its own boots, we're the ones who risk our necks to take it down. Doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. As long as you can wield a weapon and you don't fear death, you'll always be welcome in the clan. Take me, for instance. I was born 1,000 malms from here, but now I'm the one showing the new recruits the ropes. So how about it, young master? Will you be joining us in the hunt? If the fame and the glory is not enough for you, perhaps the rich rewards on offer might change your mind. Then welcome to the clan. What was your name again? Alcaris, is it? Alright, then. I'll put your name in the book. Now, I suppose you'll be wanting to take a look at some of our marks. Head up those stairs and out the door. The clan hunt board is on the wall outside, round to the left. You'd better stick to the level 1 marks for the nonce. No point in running before you can walk. Clan Hunt board is covered in bills showing the details of wanted monsters. Follow Ardelaine's advice and pick any level 1 clan mark bill that suits your fancy. Hey, the wolf, yeah. It's probably 8th wolf. Yeah, absolutely. As a new member of Clan Centurio, you are permitted to take bills for level 1 clan marks on the Clan Hunt board. Defeat monsters scrapped with bills, and you are rewarded with Centurio seals. Can be exchanged for exclusive items. To exchange Centurio shields or to learn more about the hunt, speak with Ardelaine in the Forgotten Night. Neat. Okay, so these are just more hunt marks you want. So you're Dalcaris, are you? I can see why that old rogue Atian signed you up. You've got the fire of a born hunter burning in your eyes. I wager those level 1 marks don't offer much of a challenge to a burly boy like you. You'll be wanting to spice things up a little, am I right? Then what are you waiting for? Head down to Ardelaine, tell them you're ready for more. Oh, I mean, okay. Christian, I cannot say that that's a religious holiday that I celebrate. I must say. Oh, so Eustachio reckons you're ready to move on to bigger and better things, does she? Tch, that girl had her way, we'd be throwing babes in the river to sort out the swimmers from the sinkers. Still, she might be onto something this time. Alright, I'll give you a chance. The level 2 marks ain't nothing to be sniffed at, understand? Let your guard down even for an instant, and they'll hand you your posterior to you on a platter. Take a look at the clan hunt board, and you'll see what kind of beast I'm talking about. Malice fought the Skin Rider Nurgle sorcerer who had a minor demon inside of it. It was the funniest shit when Malice told Zarkan to show himself because the sorcerer was taunting Malice with the minor demon, and then he just starts shrieking in horror when he sees Zarkan. Yeah, yeah. It'd be that way. Clan hunt board is covered in bills. Yeah, you can do level 2 now. Hooray! You are now permitted for level 2. I did absolutely nothing and have been rewarded. Cool. Okay, so they're just bigger monsters. All right. I guess I should grab them just in case I, like, see these guys while I'm running around today. Okay, that's done. On to... oh, Machinist, looks like. I've read many Warhammer books. The Mal's Darkblade books are a breath of fresh air because everyone's evil. Yeah, they're super fun. They are one of the best villain series I've ever read. Because, like, it's not like, oh, they're anti-hero good guys that just are on the back end. No, they're all evil, just assholes. But they're fun evil assholes. My prospectometer seems rather fond of you. Let's see, shall we? Odd garb, striking presence. Would I be right in assuming you are one of those adventurous types? Ah, I thought as much. My prospectometer seldom lies. And let me just say, you have made the right choice in visiting our humble workshop. Ahem. Welcome to the Sky Steel. Good lord, we got like a whole wave of these. A ban. And bam. Ahem. Welcome to Sky Steel Manufactories. From cannons to ballistas, we develop and manufacture a range of weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. But we are also accepting students who wish to take up a firearm and learn the techniques of the Machinist. What say you? Are you interested in joining us and exploring the Machinist discipline? See. You are? Well, of course you are. Otherwise, my prospectometer would not have registered your obvious interest. Ah, in my excitement, I've neglected to introduce myself. The name is oh my lord. Stefan Ivinian de Helionart. I hate this. Like, Ishgard's great, but I fucking hate the names these people have. Stefan Ivinian de Helionart. And you are? Dalkarius, is it? Well, Dalkarius, allow me to welcome you once more to the Skysteel Manufactory. As I mentioned before, it is our charge to develop and manufacture weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. But pray forget about those tired old inventions. The future lies in machinistry, a technology that weds the genius of Master Garland's Magitech with traditional etherology. Every single one of my latest creations employs the principles of this unique discipline. And in the steady hands of trained machinists, my new inventions are going to alter the very face of warfare. Though I would dearly love to expand upon my revolutionary theories, we should begin by familiarizing you with the tools of the trade, so to speak. Have you time now for a brief lesson? It's Stefanivin. It's Stefanivin? Stefanivin. Alright, well that is much easier to say. Splendid! Now, the first thing you must learn is the proper technique for handling a fire... Where the hells is our master of marksmanship? I swear the man is never about when I need him most. How dreadfully embarrassing. Here I've mercilessly piqued your interest, and now I must ask you to call again at a later convenience. Mayhap the next time you visit, our instructor will deign to put in an appearance. Then we can outfit you with the equipment necessary to learn basic marksmanship. I might explain to you the particulars of machinist profession. I'm afraid he's gone for good this time, your lordship. Left a letter of resignation on your workbench and all. Confound the man! We cannot afford to lose such a pivotal employee at this critical juncture in our growth. Joy! Prepare mine accoutrements. I shall drag that scoundrel back by the lapels if need be. lapels. But me lordship, we ain't even sure where to start looking. Make a salient point, my dear. My prospectometer points to the lands of Lenosha. Ah, yes, I should have realized he would return to his homeland. Lenosha, me lordship. Are you sure you want to go there? I hear it's a nasty place where folk will clout you across the face just as soon as look at you. Ah, well, I must admit to little familiarity with his environs. Hark, Joy! The prospectometer chirps again. Of course, our aspiring machinist. We shall have the worldly Talcarius here act as our guide. For an inspector who has braved the harshest corners of Eorzea, the wilds of Lenosha must be akin to a garden path, is that not so? Aye, just for the garden path. You see, Joy, my prospectometer never steers me awry. You will consent to guide us then, Dalcarius? Then 'tis settled. Joy here, in addition to our loyal service to House Helionot, is the finest shot in the manufactory. As a novice machinist, I suggest you mark her technique well during our little jaunt to Lenosha. Speaking of which, we must needs decide upon a somewhat less vague destination. I seem to recall our absent instructor mentioning companions from a camp overlook. Let that be our first port of call. Why didn't you ever do a Warhammer tabletop game together? Even a short one would be amazing. Like a Warhammer tabletop camp together. Regaldo, expand upon that. So, this is Camp Overlook. Indeed, its inhabitants do seem like the type to clout a man in the face in place of a how do you do. Shall we make some inquiries after our prematurely retired instructor? Let us rendezvous at the spot once we've gathered what intelligence we may. Oh, like an old world match. Maybe, I don't know. That's more a question for Andy than a question for me. A bloke laid Ishgard. There was a stranger come about, asking after one of our lads. Told him the sorry sort he was looking for was in the cabin by the lift, resting up from an old axe wound. Well, that sounds like where we want to go then. You mean that big Ragaldan bastard? You'll find him pacing the boards in front of the infirmary. Some of the lads seem to know the bloke, but no buggers seems eager to say ow. Kremlo, congratulations on reaching Heavensward. Here's an adorable sapling. By the way, have you heard from Nanimo recently? I heard she suddenly fell ill. I hope nothing bad happened to her. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Kremlo, you dick? I have seen him all right. Got himself a cold reception, too. You can't come apologizing for a deed a decade old and just expect to be forgiven. Well, that doesn't bode super well. How fared your interrogations? It would seem our man came but here to visit an old acquaintance. In the vicinity of the winch, you say? Let us investigate this infirmary, then. Must be him. Were the conditions of your employment not satisfactory? Return with us to the manufactory. We can discuss more favorable terms. I understand that Ishgardians presently accord machinists rather less than the respect they deserve, but I promise you, Our work shall shine through in due time. People will clamor to learn our profession. You cannot abandon us now, Rosenthal. Think of the future. Ooh. Leave me be. One more step and I'll blow your yapping jaw off. Joy, if you please. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Holy shit, Joy. You shite-eating bastard. Next time I'll aim for the shaft, twist your thighs. Damn, bitch, calm down. Are you not proud? 'Twas you who taught Joy everything she knows about shooting. And spitting colorful profanity, besides. Aye, the lads learned me lessons well. Well enough to be your new master of marksmanship, I'd wager. She, like, transforms back to, like, a demure girl. That's hilarious. Do you think so? Oh, but no! Joy is far too busy with her duties at the manor house. And besides, we have this budding machinist who is simply dying to learn from the great Rosenthal. Buffalo shite! Any scrag who'd known me would rather I did the dying. Oh, just look at you, the epitome of a roguish swashbuckler. Why ever did you cease brandishing your weapon in that fashion? Cause only pirate scum own a firearm like this. And I ain't teaching the machinist way to no hopeless, sausage-fingered venturer what you dragged in off the street. Then you are saying that if our sausage-fingered adventurer shows a glimmer of hope, you will consent to instruct him? Did you hear that, Alcarius? This is your chance to display your aptitude for marksmanship. These people are fucking insane, clearly. Here, I took the liberty of packing some extra tools of the trade. Convince our reluctant instructor that you are serious in your intentions. My guy's just like, what? Not from around these parts, are ye? Fine, Stefanovic. I'll give your whelp one bloody chance. One lesson to see what he's made of. The fate of Skysteel manufacturing, nay, the very future of machinistry, is in your sausage-fingered hands. Take up your weapon and aim for the stars. The frown. They're gun nuts. I know people like this. Machinist! Unlocked! Is it Machinist or is it Mechanist? I think Machinist sounds a little better, but I feel like the answer is probably actually Mechanist. Did you give me a chest of stuff? You did not. Oh wait, no, I'm wearing a full outfit. It's just ridiculous looking. Okay. That's also an option.
Every single one of these machinists are insane and I love them.
Yeah, they seem like a colorful group. Well, that's it for that one. Back to Ishgard. Alright, next up is... I think there's one over here. Nope, wrong side. The Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitorial Doctrine. After witnessing a spectacle like that, everyday life seems rather dull in comparison. So you didn't see that trial earlier? Ah, your loss. Fury, take me. The way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. He couldn't have carried a shield if he'd wanted to. The blade was so big. Had to keep two hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with that temple knight for as long as he did. Felt like a demon from the deepest pits of the seventh hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but then I heard someone say that he must be a dark knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I don't know anything about it.
Where is he?
Ye gods, are you mad? We're standing outside the bloody tribunal. Fine, but keep quiet and listen well, because I'm only going to say this once. So as I was saying, that heretic was fighting like a man possessed. Even after he took several wounds, he showed no sign of pain, though there was no mistaking the blood. As the fight wore on, it began to soak through his armor, spreading to even every ilm of his body. But when it began to rise and envelop him as a mist, I realized it wasn't blood, but something dark and twisted. But the righteous are not so easily cowed. Halone be praised. I screamed myself hoarse when that temple knight slipped past his guard and ran him through. Good riddance, I say. Man was not meant to wield such arts. Yet I wonder, was it truly one of those... Well, it matters not. I heard the temple knights talking of dumping his corpse in the broom. By sunrise, it'll be stripped bare and tossed over the walls. It will be as though he never was, and as though we never had this conversation. They dumped him in the poor quarter, huh? What's above me? That's more than enough for charity. They'll take care of the rest. And mayhap sooner rather than later. Come on. Oh, there's a little soul crystal. No. Is this it? Is this all that awaits? No. No more. Enough. Open your eyes. Look, do you see it now? Do you see? Dalcaris! Dalcaris! And Cynthia, thank you for the 23 months, by the way. I really appreciate it. Ah, he's not dead anymore. I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You're all right. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Name's Frey, by the way. And no, I'm not a heretic. Try convincing a temple knight drunk on authority of that, eh? Shame the pompous arse got the better of me. How about you? You touched it yet? Yes? That couldn't have felt good. A voice, eh? And a rather distressed one besides. Please, someone! Anyone! Not so fast. We need to talk about what's happening to you. What's growing within you before you get carried away. There's a darkness within us all. Nothing dangerous, mind. In fact, it's quite healthy. But the crystal changes you, gives you the power to channel it. Do it without proper training, however, and, well, it might hurt. So go ahead, ask me to teach you. Ask me to instruct you in the ways of the Dark Knights, and I will. I know you're still worried about that screaming woman, so I'll keep this brief. We Dark Knights don't care one whit for pedigree or prestige. We are free to follow our hearts, to defend the weak and punish the guilty as we see fit. The law of the land, the authority of a name, these are tools cowards use to escape harm. We have no need of shields, figurative or literal. Here, my blade is your blade. My soul crystal, your soul crystal. Go on, take them. You'll need them soon enough. Quest complete! Dark Knight unlocked! Are you afraid of the dark? Steel Claymore.
Thus manservant cheers. X100. Just crashed my bike so bad the back tire tube popped in half. Then had to walk the 4 miles remaining to work. Roughed up my hands pretty bad, but I am here to watch now.
Holy shit, Dirthu's manservant, are you alright? Jesus, dude. Hope you're okay. Blood gauge. This symbol indicates the defensive stance grit is in effect, which increases enmity. Cool. Hope you're alright, man. That sounds like it fucking hurt. Did he give me a crate? No? It's on my inventory. Okay, so before we go any further on these, I don't know why this is at such high spirit bond, but whatever, I'll take it. Before we go any further on this, I do need to go deal with all of my dailies, which require me to be a bit higher level. So, gonna go knock out my dailies. And also my 2 new Dragoon quests, I think. Alright, so let's go grab let's go do our new Dragoon quest. You can do it on Dark Knight? I don't think I can. I think my dailies require level 50. If I do level 30, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get fucking murdered. Oh my god, Albrick! I haven't seen you in so long! How you doing, old boss? Dalkarius, I'm pleased to see that you are in control of the dragon within. Nonetheless, I must remind you to remain vigilant at all times. It takes but a moment of weakness for the eye to make you its thrall. Now, forgive me this abrupt change in subject, but we have urgent need of your lands. Some days ago, a horde of dragons began wreaking bloody havoc within Ishgardian territory. An elite regiment of dragoons has been dispatched to deal with this threat. Alas, though they fought bravely, they are sorely outnumbered. They're struggling to gain the upper hand. Indeed, but moments before you arrived, we received a request for reinforcements from a unit engaged in battle north and west of Whitebrim. A fellow dragoon and I will go to their aid. We should be grateful for your presence. Pray go on ahead and we shall follow anon. Got it, boss. Now, when I say dailies, guys, I mean my beast tribes, my daily beast tribes. Where I have to... No, you... Listen! I mean dailies the way I've been using the word dailies for the last several weeks we've been playing this game. I don't mean what you mean by dailies, I mean what I mean by dailies. What I do every day, which is my beast tribes, which means I have to be a much higher level. I'm not talking about the actual, like, the daily system. I'm gonna get murdered if I run in there at level 30. My Dark Knight is not a high enough level to do dailies today. Future days, sure, but not today. Level 30 is gonna get absolutely obliterated.
Tech 27 SS cheered. X100. Does Sotek not understand the word daily?
Now, we could do Dark Knight for our daily hunt. Dark Knight will be perfect for that. Myra's cooler than the nurse. How are you, my life? That beast would have torn me limb from limb. Our lances would not need it, 'twould seem, such as the might of the Azure Dragoon. You have not pledged allegiance to Ishgard, yet you came to our aid nonetheless. For that we are grateful. Their deaths thus avenged, our comrades may go to their rest in peace. My lady, I shall attend to the fallen. Who is this chick? 'Tis an honor to see you again, my friend. Though it appears I am not remembered, I suspect the armor is to blame. Permit me to introduce myself anew. I am Histonine of the Order of the Knights Dragoon, and I had the pleasure of assisting in your training. I think I vaguely remember, I think we met her down in like one of the crevices. Her armor is, I like the exposed abs. Maximum sexiness. As we approach, Sir Alberic and I were witness to the final moments of the battle. I could not help but notice that, though you have been instructed in our ways, there is something distinct about the manner in which you fought. I believe I know the reason why. As an adventurer, you have done battle with foes the realm over. Through these many encounters, your techniques have evolved to produce a style that sets you apart from we who fight dragons exclusively. Such insights you must possess. If I may speak frankly, I wish to train under you. Will you accept me as your pupil? You see, a fearsome dragon has been terrorizing Korthus of late. Growly is its name, and I have been charged with leading a mission to slay it. Though I am second in command in the Order, I am not confident of my chances against the creature, such as its ferocity and cunning. If I am to triumph over Growly, I must needs grow stronger, and I believe I can, under your tutelage. What say you? Will you consent to train me? As we teach, so do we learn. This I know from experience. I wholeheartedly urge you to accept Histonine as your pupil. You need not give me the answer right this moment. Think on it, and let Sir Alberic know your decision. Till next we meet. That's cool. I get to be the teacher? Nice. Hey, big off. What's up? How you doing? That being said, for anyone that isn't aware of my plans, essentially I'm going to be hard pivoting into Dark Knight for the Heavensward storyline. So my intent is to do a significant amount of the main story as Dark Knight, because I think my goal for every expansion is maybe not guaranteed, but the basic plan is to at least deeply consider trying a new career for each main expansion. But we'll see how that plays out. Have you made your decision then? Will you agree to teach Hestiane? Hestinine, yeah. I am grateful. I swear I will not disappoint you. With your guidance, I shall put an end to Growly's reign of terror. Now, I should like nothing more than to begin my training at once. The duty calls. For the time being, I shall endeavor to emulate the deadly lance work I witnessed you employing earlier. Hestinine is among our very best in recent generations. If you are to train one of her caliber, you yourself must rise to new heights of mastery. Resume your own training then, and return hither when you are satisfied with your progress. Simon, thank you for the super chats, by the way. Level 52. Oh, I'm gonna get a new ability. Ooh. Greetings, Dalcarius. You look very much a teacher today. That is well, for Hestinine is ready, eager for her first lesson. Now, though you agree to accept her as your pupil, I suspect you are not without reservation. You worry whether you will be equal to the task. Well, worry not. I have every confidence that you will make a fine mentor. Were I to offer you advice, however, it would be to have patience. Though Hestinine is a master of her art, it is all she has ever known. As such, it may prove a challenge for her to adapt. And like all of us, she is not without pride. And there will be times when tact is required. I must also mention that Hestinine is zealous to a fault, where she will overexert herself in her pursuit of strength. But I am keeping you from your lesson. Hestinine left word that she would be in the Western Highlands, testing her lance against dragon spawn. Seek her out near the pike. Yes, sir, boss. Hey, Sotek, I'd let you know your streams are good enough to watch from work. Not that I'm admitting to it. Oh, well, that's very sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad that my streams are entertaining for you. Oh, I haven't been here yet. Well, I don't even know if I can go there yet. So, cool. So we'll put that to the side and we will resume that quest when we end up in that area. Okay, so next up, let's go to Little Alamigo and let's do all of our beast tribe shit real fast. Give me all the quests. Away! I recommend Reaper for Shadowbringers, Viper for Endwalker, could do Dancer or Gunbreaker for Stormblood. I definitely know the second I can get my grubby paws on Reaper, that is probably going to be my main, like, that's going to be my one true love. We'll worry about that when we get there. That's so far in the future, I don't even want to think about it, to be honest. It's so far in the future. Blah. I'm going the wrong way. Maybe? There we go. Oh yeah, I'm not that worried about how thematic it is. I'm just like, I just want to experience the other careers. You know, it's very possible that I might pick up a career and play it a little bit and be like, ugh, gross. I don't like this. In which case, you know, I'll focus on doing a different one. Oh, we have to kill the great mother turtle again. You know what I haven't done today? I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so incredibly rude. How are y'all? How is everyone doing today? I hope you're all been having a pretty okay, like an excellent Wednesday. Doing whatever it is you're up to. Hopefully you're taking care of yourselves. I will say, Viper does tickle my interest. Granted, that's more because it has a very snaky name, so part of me is like, I really hope that's a serpent-themed one. Because if it's not, despite being called Viper, I'm gonna feel like I was misled. I'm gonna be upsetty spaghetti. You exist, my work is done, and I'm off of work next week. Oh, nice! Are you going on vacation, or do you just have a week off? Albin the Ashen? Where are you? Oh, you're a little unique. I like that. Come on, show me what you got. Oh, you're a zombie. You need to have the specific mark to get the rewards. Oh, well, I just wanted to kill him because I saw him standing there. The ultimate skill is called Ouroboros. Say no more. Say no more. You had me at Ouroboros. Say no more. Don't tell me anything else. That is all I needed to know. That was basically the equivalent of walking up to me and saying meat tornado. Say no more. Oh, do I have to go scare off the kitty cats again? Yeah. Here's the thing, chat. When it comes to, like, concepts, I am an absolute, unrepentant, just god-tier slut when it comes to 4 heavy concepts. And that is the Feathered Serpent, so like Quetzalcoatl type stuff. The World Serpent, so like Jormungandr type stuff. The 7 Deadly Sins, and Ouroboros. You put any of those in my vague vicinity, I'm fucking in. I don't even care. I don't need any more details. I'm in. What am I doing? They're supposed to, oh, they're there. I was like, there's supposed to be some kitty cat people around here. There's supposed to be some ladies. Making women flee from me whenever I open my mouth. Truly, truly a developed skill. Scion, Viper's whole idea is being a monster hunter, like who the Viper they're named for, is capable of bringing down far bigger prey than they are. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a very thematic name. Cat Girl on Lizard Boy action? I totally have not seen copious amount of that anywhere. Nope, never. I would never expose myself to such sinful material. God, it burns Sotek search history if anything happens to him. No. 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 I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Just leave my family out of it. They don't need to know. I don't give a fuck. If you choose to look at that, that's, you know, that's your problem. I'm not gonna apologize what you find there. You know, that's like sticking your foot in a bear trap. If you choose to do that, that's on your own head. You fucked up. That's not my problem. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Where is it? Oh, it's the beacon. I'm about to level up. Stupid games was what they called me in high school. Dare I ask why? I mean, you have my curiosity, I will say. Where the fuck is this last destination? It should be right, like, here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'll just fly back. It's fine. Alright. That's those done. Yeah, the weather effects in this game are really nice because they make going through zones you've been many times like always kind of refreshing. And the game is pretty. It's a pretty game. Oh, I completed. Ooh, I got a new ability. Sonic Thrust. Delivers an attack with potency of $100. Oh, I got my second AoE attack. Oh my god. Chat, I have 2 AoE attacks. Oh my god. Can you believe it? the prophecy. At long last, I can use 2 attacks. The world isn't ready for me. Grants power surge. Oh wow! So it's a damage booster and it's an AOE attack, and it combos after Doom Spike. That's sick. This pleases Sotek greatly. Alright. This will probably be the last day we do these using this particular career. Alright, apparently Alex has a delivery for us. Alex the Smith. Oh. Goddamn, Alex. You have too much stuff. You have too much stuff, too much supplies. Here, let's repair everything. Excellent. So now yeah, that's definitely that definitely looks like a much more appropriate starting gear set. I look like a nerd. All right, let's pop back to. Oh wait, I'm still gonna do my other quest. Haha. Now, one guy, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Sotek, I have an ogre in my AOS narrative campaign who consumed a what? A LOC. What is an LOC? That's sick. Yeah, that art looks... That's some pretty sexy artwork, Scion. Some very sexy artwork. Oh, Lord of Change, duh. I have an ogre who considered Lord of Change since it was casting. While I'm happy for the lore of Fate Feaster, I'm having a hard time thinking up his backstory. Any suggestions? So... wait, so what... Oh. 1 second. Hello? Hey, I'm working. What's up? Yes, we're very excited. I've already told the guys. But... okay, I'll text you later today. Alright, bye. One of my very, very good friends is coming to visit. in a couple weeks, which is very exciting. I always love when he visits. Y'all have seen him a couple times. Jacob. If y'all ever saw me play Old World or AOS here on the channel, then you've probably seen Jacob. Do all of these require me to use this? That's ridiculous. Okay, so Fate Feaster the Ogre consumed a Lord of Change while it was casting a spell. Where is your question within that? Like, when you're thinking up his backstory, are you asking about, like, what should be the effects of that? Or what should be, like, the consequences? Like, what's the question specifically? Like, what are you struggling with? Because it's a hilarious start for an ogre, especially because that actually allows you to have two different inspirations for things that could happen to him. In regards to, you can pull some inspiration from the story. You can look these characters up on the wiki very easily, but it'll bring you some inspiration. You can have inspiration from Bra the Slave Lord, which is Braugh, because Bra the Slave Lord is an ogre who ate a necromancer while the necromancer was casting. And it had some weird effects on him, and it turned him into kind of like a walking repository of necromantic magic. So wherever he goes, corpses around him kind of like get up. So you could look to that story for some inspiration. And very obviously, you could also look at the story of Galroch. So, you know, we had the whole Galroch episode on Lorebeards, but also just, you know, doing some online reading, because it's really easy to find info on Galroch. But Galroch also did the not smart thing of eating a Lord of Change. Eating a Lord of Change will have consequences. It is going to come at a price, but there are also benefits that could be gained after it. I mean, depending on how crazy you want to go with it, you could have it where, like, the ogre, what kind of ogre is he? Like, what's his career type? Like, is he a butcher? Is he a... I don't remember what the ogre careers are, because I don't think I've read the Destruction book. I mean, for Realm of Origin, you could just have him from anywhere. I would just have him pick one that he thinks is cool. I mean, most ogres are going to be from Gur, but I mean, you could be from literally anywhere. I mean, if you want him to be from a realm where there's a lot of Tzeentchian influence, and he was likely to come across a Lord of Change, then Shaman would probably be the best, because Tzeentch has a significant amount of influence in the realm of metal. What am I doing here? Oh. I can use my new ability. Ah, that's sick! Everyone come and fight me. Fight me, cowards! Fight me! That's done. Oh, he's a tyrant. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, if he's a tyrant, fun things that you could play around with would be like that because he ate a Lord of Change while it was casting, that like anytime he burps or like roars, like anytime he does a very loud noise from his mouth, he literally breathes magic. So like that would give him the ability to like shout or roar or burp or belch, and it causes like literal like changing fire to spew out, which could cause people to you know, could give him like essentially the equivalent of a magic breath attack. Oh hey, we finally reached the threshold for this. Let's talk to the Clutch Father. I like that he's red crested. Makes me like him. Shh, the tide brings ill news, Shorewalker. It seems the coral tridents and their fiddless pets, the serpent reavers, are even now swarming another vessel off the coast of western Lenosha. But there is still time. We must not let them sink this ship as they did the last one. Should the tridents continue to agitate the waters with such abandon, the Shorewalker elders will surely bring their armies against us. Shorewalker Pshtacarius, is it? I need you to become the rock I spoke of when we first met. Board the trading vessel known as the Swallow as soon as you are able, and blunt the thrusts of my foolhardy kin. We Sahagin are comfortable with swimming long distances, but you have not the required physiology. You must speak with my son Pa. The Albus sea breed are trained to carry those wounded in deep water skirmishes, but they will just as easily carry an uninjured warrior into battle. Your sea beast steed awaits. You got it, Fish Dad. Question based on the last lore beards. Would you see the other old ones, not in the Seraphon book, still have faith given to them by the Seraphon? Yeah? What? Rephrase that so I can understand. I'm not sure what you're asking. Shh, the Clutch Father told me of your need. This Albus is the largest and swift creature in my stable, and should have no difficulty in bearing you across the waves. Be sure you are prepared for heavy combat, Shorewalker. The coral tridents often bring their own sea beast into battle, ill-treated and foul-tempered brutes all. And I speak not of the serpent reavers, though the description may be apt. Are you ready to ride my Alps to the Swallow for this one? I will say, that one guy, you know, if you want like a cool bit, it'd be a very expensive bit to get your hand. Well, actually, no, there might be an easy way to get it if someone built the alternate version of the kit. But if you get the Vulture month, if you talk to somebody that collects the Oryx, not the Iron Jaws, the other ones. If you get the Vulture, the Vulture Rippa, the big bird monster, if you build the special character version of that kit on his throne, or it's either on his staff or on his throne. I think it might be on his staff. The special character version. There's the hand of a Lord of Change that he's managed to keep in the material world. So that could make for a really easy, fun bit to have. Yeah, Cruel Boys. Yeah, the Cruel Boys special character, the big guy on the bird. He's got a Lord of Change hand on a staff, so you could have the. If you know somebody that plays Cruel Boys, and they built like the generic version of the Corpse Rippa, the whatever the killer bird, the bird. Oh, you have that kit, yeah. So if someone's built the generic version, then they will have that as an extra bit, and you could use that and put it somewhere on your character. Please take whatever you want. Just let me keep my insides on the inside. Eh? You don't work for those marrow-sucking fishbacks? You're here to rescue me and my crew. Well then, I won't question how you reached us in the middle of the ocean without a vessel of your own. And this proud lady is the Swallow, and I'm her slightly less than proud captain. We were, in fact, in the ignoble process of abandoning ship. If you truly wish to save our skins, then I would be much obliged if you were to stall the enemies on deck while my men continue to prepare the lifeboats. Stall them how, you ask? Try spilling some of their black blood and see if that helps. Okay. Sup, lads? I had to kill 5 of them. Well, the Navigator's nightshirt! You certainly are a force of nature. I was so focused on your deadly dance that I scarce noticed the lifeboats were in the water. As much as it pains me my heart to lose my dear Swallow, losing my innards would be more painful still. Come, my brave lad, I can hear the tavern in Aelport calling our names. Feel like I could have just murdered everyone on board, but, you know, whatever. You know yourself? Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, so, yeah, that bit will work great, and you can just slap that on your tyrant's, whatever. Thank you for the aid, my stalwart friend. If you inexplicably appeared malms from the coast without a sail in sight, I fear my crew and I would now be taking our final rest in the ocean bed, alongside the broken hull of my sweet Swallow. I had but recently fitted the ship with lifeboats, and I am full glad I did. It was the sinking of that trading ship not long past that prompted me to take such precautions. An awful business, that. Tell me, how is it an honest man meant to make a living when the trade routes are thus preyed upon? How can mere merchants be expected to fight through a sea of slavering fishbacks? The ones that attacked us were so bold as to introduce themselves before clambering over our rails. The coral tridents, they said they were, and praised their leader as some manner of red-hued sea devil. A red-hued sea devil? Oh, Lord. Pray forgive my outburst. Storm Lieutenant Ururu Kogururu at your service. Captain, this is of vital importance. Do you recall exactly which red hue the Sahagan used to describe their leader? It wouldn't happen to have been scarlet, would it? Well, now that you mention it, I'm fairly certain it was scarlet. If it were crimson or carmine, I'm sure I would have remembered. A merchant captain must keep abreast of such details, you understand. 12 above! The demon rises from the depths once more! Something terribly amiss, Lieutenant. Some 15 years ago, there was one Sahagan pirate of such cruelty, such depravity, that he plunged the entire region of western Lenosha into gibbering terror. The hands of the stoutest sailor would shake at the merest hint of his shadow on the waves. Truly, he was a monster that froze the hearts of men. Even the knights of Barracuda were powerless to halt this villain's rampage. So much delight did he take in the act of slaughter that the white coral necklace he wore was stained perpetually red with blood. Thus was the beast man whispered of in tavern room tales as the Scarlet Sea Devil. 'Tis been so long since the name's been uttered, I thought him perished of old age. It appears the horror lives on. Ugh, these are dark days, my friend. I must return to Camp Skull Valley and report this development to Kender Falkbreda at once. Oh, well, the Sea Devil fellow sure sounds awfully unpleasant, doesn't he? Perhaps losing my ship was not the most terrible misfortune after all. I managed to save some things with the hull before we fled. I would be honored if you would accept a small token of my gratitude. It is not, alas, a sack bulging with coin. You will, however, find no finer friend than these oranges for fending off illness on long siege voyages. Ooh. Now, I'm back at the airport. Hey, Jamonte, what's up? Hey, Goddess, how you doing? Good to see you. Keep an eye on the time. Darkarius, you have returned. My spodlings have heard rumors from the Coral Trident camp that the crew of the Swallow escaped with the aid of an elf-spreading shore walker. Sahaha, well done. Though the ship was taken, the lives you saved will spare us much enmity. Shh, what is it you have there? A hempen sack filled with juicy Lenosian oranges. Ah, I've seen the likes of these before. Fruit, yes, picked from your land-grown trees. Godfather, what are those? They smell strange. Oranges. Do they taste as good as sea cucumbers? They are a gift from our shorewalker friend. Be sure to thank him and share them evenly among your clutchmates. Psh, thank you, shorewalker. Still so innocent, but I cannot shelter them from the world's hushed truths forever. What of you, Dalcaris? Have you any offspring? I imagine a warrior of your stature would have received many eggs from your matriarch. Ah, but you shorewalkers do not lay eggs, correct? Yeah. There is still so much I am unfamiliar with concerning your kind, but there is also much of our people you would likely find mysterious. For instance, why have the coral tridents suddenly come to prominence? Those who succeed in battle are vaunted amongst their kin. With their strategic use of the serpent reavers, the tridents have achieved a growing number of victories. Now, you tell me they boast of a new leader. You are certain of the name? Psh, that does not bode well for our plans at all. I did not expect the Scarlet Sea Devil to return. Woohoo! Reputation up! We are now recognized! Which means we can do more quests. All is topsy-turvy with you shorewalkers, it seems to me. Because you are weak, you grow strong. Your ships scheme across every sea and bob in every cove, yet you are finless and leaden. How peculiar. Shipbuilding, navigation, and cartography. All these we Sahaga know little of. That is as it should be, for the sea is our matriarch and no spawnling should know its dam in such a way. Psh. But the coral tridents forget all decency in their ambition to make war on shorewalkers. They are learning engineering. Ugh. In this, they seek tutelage from their tame shorewalkers, the serpent reavers. News reaches me on the waves of how they seized a merchantman to learn further of its weaknesses, and to breach its hull from the outside, scuttle it with quickness from the inside, such and more. This must not be. A shorewalker trading vessel was raided by serpent reavers. The cargo was arms and armor, and a great deal of it. Though clumsy in the sea, your shorewalker arms are devastating on land. They cannot be allowed to pass into the coral trident's hands. Psh. Put the crate of stolen armaments to the flame shorewalker. All you need are these flint stones, for they are volatile things. Be warned, coral tridents may be in the area. We ventured onto land solely to secure a place for the Indigo Matriarch to spawn. But the spawning grounds remain untamed, for too many of our people see more honor in a spear than a mattock. Such is our need that we must turn to a shorewalker for aid. Chief amongst our concerns is the gas sprayed from the local barnacles. The noxious fumes would harm our eggs. The most effective way of dealing with this is to stuff their spraying orifices with moon jellyfish. But beware the saps of pugils while you stopper the barnacles. They do not take kindly to strangers manhandling their favorite snacks. You got it, boss. So the nice thing is, now, because we're at this level of reputation, we can now just do Sahagan and Amalja. We no longer have to do a third faction, which saves us some time. Barnacles are so nasty. Plug. 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 Chucky Nurgly, good to see you. Arcosis, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How's 14 treating us today? Good, good, good. We just finished a Realm Reborn yesterday. Wait, was it yesterday? Yesterday, 2 days ago? 2 days ago. We just finished a Realm Reborn, which was awesome and fun and cool. So now we're kind of taking care of some, you know, just typical daily stuff, but also picked up all the new jobs, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna burn all these stolen armaments. Because for, I'm thinking, we'll see if this ends up panning out, but I'm thinking that for this expansion, I'm gonna play Dark Knight instead of Dragoon, because I've been playing Dragoon for a long time. So I'm gonna level some new careers. But of course, we do also have our little side things to do. Our Beast Tribe quests we're still doing. Oh, I have to kill more guys. Play the actual best class, Blue Mage. Good old Blue Mage. I still find it hilarious that they put a career in the game that just can't interact with a lot of the game. Jaunt to the Seas Merchants. Yep. Yeah, the finale for Realm Reborn was intense. Sion, thank you for the super chat. Bringing off previous question, the Chaos Dwarves bound primals into Kadai Destroyers, which would be the most terrifying? If you were binding primals into a demon engine like that, what would be the worst thing? I would probably say... Honestly, if they were capable of doing it, probably Phoenix. Because of the whole aspect where a lot of Phoenix's power is around resurrection. And it has a pretty uniquely spooky, either that or Bahamut. But those would be bad. Like if Phoenix actually gave the ability, if it gave the capability for a Kadai Destroyer to be destroyed and then it like starts putting itself back together and getting up. Well done, Shorewalker. Well done indeed. You learn quickly. It's a quality I've come to grudgingly admire, even among the Coral Tridents. That they would learn not to spawn and nurture, but to destroy and slay. That I cannot understand. Shames all Sahagin that they would seize a trading ship like common brigands. Yeah. You burned every last crate? Good, good. A natural thing, fire. It seems pointless to fight water. It needs no fuel. Yes, it is patient. You shorewalkers have no patience, it seems to me. You interfere with trees and earth, forcing the wood and metal into arms. You are impatient and cruel, and very lonely. Shh. The last quality of your kind. It moves me. That is a surprise. The barnacles are stoppered? Good. I was beginning to fear that the spawning itself may be in peril. I am grateful. Shh. If we do not spawn, it is the end of our people. What use to stride off to war if there are no spawnlings to return to? No matriarch to continue the line. The young males never listen. Alright, so that's it for our beast tribes for the day. So the only thing we still need to do is pop over to good old Gridania and see if there's any interesting hunts. My thoughts on A Realm Reborn overall now that it's finished. Yeah, I had a really good time with it. I thought overall it was an interesting story. There were a few brief periods where it definitely felt a little gratuitous with like the back and forthing of like, oh, go talk to so-and-so who's like 30 feet that way. Oh, so-and-so needs to talk to me. Okay, well, go back to so-and-so and tell them, blah, 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 blah. And you're kind of like, all right, okay. So that element, you know, is kind of like, all right. But I found a lot of there's definitely a point, like once you start getting into the actual political machinations, so you, like when the Domans arrive, that I would say that's the best thing I can point to. When the Domans arrive, the story gets a lot more interesting. I can't remember if the Domans, man, I don't even remember what point the Domans show up at now. I mean, everything that happens with the Garleans is great. Like, Gaius von Bowser was a super great boss, and like a baddie. The attack on Vesper Bay was awesome. Like, that was a good shock moment. So I would say, like, the stuff with the Garleans was really good. Like, once you're actually fighting the Garlean Empire, that part, great, very good, awesome. But when the Domans arrive, that's when shit really kicks off. Like, the Domans is where it was like, oh, okay, we're grooving now. Like, we're grooving now. But, I mean, all the stuff with the Garleans was really fun. So, that would be how I break it down. I'd say before the Garleans, before you're, like, actively fighting the Garleans, it can be a bit of a slog. But, like, it wasn't bad. I still enjoyed it, because you're doing a lot of world building up to that point. So because everything is so new and you're like, oh, and you're getting like a ton of dungeons, you know, you're learning about the primals and all that other stuff. So like, there are things that are keeping you moving. You know, it's by no means terrible. All right, what do we got here? Let's do the elite build first. So this is in Western Thanalan. His name is Sewer Syrup. Delightful. Let's go find him. Alright, we'll search this area first, because it's smaller. Thank you for the, yeah, past Titan. But I mean, I really enjoyed it. Like, I will say, I think my experience was probably significantly more positive than a lot of people's, because I did a lot of optional content. Like, I really took my time. I had a really good time, like, learning the crafting system, like, getting Leatherworker to max level for Realm Reborn was really fun. Like, I really enjoyed all the little stories. So, I think, like, the Relic, I would definitely not recommend the Relic stuff. The Relic stuff, I noticed its existence and was like, oh, well, I'm doing this now. And that definitely added, like, a good, I don't know, 50 hours onto my experience. But I think having, like, I think if you just, oh, look how good I am, chat. I knew this guy was gonna be up here. I fucking knew it. God, I'm good. Alright. Come here, you little shit. But I think what, if there are people that just rush through the main story, like their goal is like, oh, I just want to get through the story, I don't give a shit about anything else. I feel like that is gonna lend itself to not having a very good experience. Oh, interesting. So that's the same buff as this. Bring your B game. Alright, cool. Alright. Next we're hunting Ugamaru Quarrymen. So, do the other tier... Hold on. Do A and S rank require you to have hunt bills? Or just find and kill them? So, like, this guy's like a A or a B rank. Yeah, Hildebrand's fun, too. Hildebrand is a good, like... breather. I will say Hildebrand is Hildebrand, funny enough, was one of those quests where, like, the first Hildebrand story was pretty meh. Well, it's like the later the story is, the better it got. Like, the first Hildebrand story was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. What am I hunting here? Quarrymen. Oh, there you are. Like, it's hard to say what exact moment Hildebrand went from being like, oh, this is okay, to like, oh no, this is legitimately fun. I wouldn't be able to pinpoint it. A ranks have timers for when they spawn. S ranks have a timer, but also require special events. For example, mine a specific node at a specific weather for an S rank, or kill hundreds of an enemy type to spawn another in a different zone. Oh my god, that sounds like a pain in the ass. Do you at least, like, get something good for killing A and S ranks? That sounds like a huge pain in the ass. Alright, got what we needed there. The Isles of Umbra. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Yeah, Costa del Sol was great. Costa del Sol was a lot of fun. I thought the arena and the last one were really fun. Like, I really enjoyed the arena storyline. The super random ass, like, hentai tentacle monster character is so fucking ridiculous. But that story was really fun. And the final one was super good. You get more currencies for A and S ranks in later expansions. Killing a big amount of S and A ranks gives you special mounts and titles. Ah, that's kind of cool. Okay. I'm looking for a bird. There we are. Oh, those are only 41. I probably should kill those Dark Knight. Oh well. Snow Wolf. Those are easy to find. There are hunt trains. There's like a whole organization for A and S ranks. You wish you didn't have to remember Ultros existing? I thought Ultros was hilarious. Like, he's a creep, but he's very funny. Just because, like, every time he tries to do something, he gets Wile E. Coyote'd every single time, which is just great. I fucking love Wile E. Coyote humor. It's stupid, but it's funny. I appreciate it despite what it is. See, I don't want snow wolf pups. I want snow wolves. Where are your parents? I need to orphan you. Where are your parents? Can you join multiple link shells? Is that how that works? See, like, here's another one of these guys. So is Null here? How do I know what rank he is? Like, A, or like B, ABC, or S, ABC. Like, do I look him up in, like, a hunt menu? So would I go to, like, a hunting log and dig him up? Like, where do I go to, like, figure out what he is? As an example. Blue Spikes is B rank. Okay. So killing him is pointless because he's B rank. And I don't have like any kind of quest for him. So there's no point in killing him. Oh, A ranks have the aggressive red spikes. Okay, cool. Where are these damn snow dogs? I found their babies. They're in the Boulder Downs, so they're around here somewhere. There we are. 46. That might be a little high for my Dark Knight, so let's go ahead and just clean up with this. The one you killed the other day was an S rank? You mean the one that ate me? The one that I was beating him up, I was winning, I was right at the finish line, and then he did that bullshit where he reflected my damage back at me and proceeded to kill me using my own strength. That one? Yeah, I believe that one was S rank. The bastard. I had that one. It's like, how was I supposed to know he was going to do that bullshit? Alright, back to Gridano real briefly. Okay, so chat, I must admit, I'm a little an example of spawning an S rank, for instance. Chernobog requires someone to die on one of his spawn points, and it only works if the timer is up. Wow, that is hilariously specific. Did someone, like, when they released these guys, did they, like, print a log where they're like, hey, here's where you find these guys and here's how you do this? Or did people just have to, like, figure that out by themselves? Love that it's raining in Gridania. It's always nice. I'm here for more Alexandrite, please. Thank you. Alright. So that's it for our dailies are done. So chat, I must admit, I am torn. We have two options on what we do now. Part of me wants to throw on my Dark Knight and start leveling Dark Knight right now. That way we can start getting into the main storyline. The other part of me, though, wants to pick up, what is it? Is it Arcanist, or... No. No, it's not. It's, hold on. I'll know when I see it. Part of me wants to pick up Conjurer. And, like, jump into Conjurer. Oh! Astrologian's a healing class? I thought it was a DPS. But, like, some of me wants to work on my healer, and some of me wants to work on my tank. Because I want to have both available to me, so that I can do everything. Like, I want to be able to tank, DPS, and heal. Level Dark Knight if you want to continue the story more. Well, I'm not like, oh, I need to do a Dark Knight right now. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's do Dark Knight today, because I just got it, and I kind of want to play around with it. So, why don't we start with Dark Knight today? But before we get going, let me run downstairs real quick and change my laundry, because I've got clothes in the washer, and I need to move to the dryer and throw more stuff in the washer. So let me go change out my laundry real fast, and then I'll come back, and we'll start Dark Knight. Can I dye these? Are these dyeable? Because, like, good lord, are they ugly. I hate that just dull silver. I want to make it, like, black. I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Hopefully you all survived without me for just a couple minutes. Ugh. Okay. So. Alright, we can do some Dark Knight leveling. Now, unfortunately, there does not appear to be a hunting log for Dark Knight, which is Setch. Okay, first of all, let's see what we actually have here ability-wise. So we have hard slash, attack, combos with hard slash, and restores MP. Restores MP. I don't see anything that uses MP, but alright. Deals unaspected damage with a potency of 120 to all nearby enemies. So this is AoE, and it also increases enmity. Reduce damage taken by 20%. Alright, let's put that down there. Significantly increases enmity generation. Okay, so this we'll put over here. So this just makes it where I am main tank if I have grit active. Low blow is a stun. Unmend deals unaspected damage with a potency. Also increases enmity. Okay, we can put low blow somewhere else in a moment. Provoke. Gesture threateningly, pushing yourself at the top of the enmity list while gaining extra enmity. Okay, we'll put that over here. Interject. Interrupt the use of a target's action. Okay, so we have 2 stuns, so we'll put those next to each other. Reprisal. Reduces damage dealt by nearby enemies. Okay, we'll put that down in the tank section. Soul Eater. Delivers a strike with a potency of 100. Combos after Siphon Strike. Switch those. Restores... Oh, okay, so that heals me. So we've got a 1-2-3 combo, and then an AoE attack, and then just a regular attack. Okay, pretty straightforward. Oh, Unmend is your ranged attack. Ah, okay, so let's put Unmend over here. Okay. Yeah, an interject is not a stun, so enemies that are immune to stun can still be interrupted. Okay, cool. Alright. Recommend doing Fizz range DPS magic range for Shadow Brain. Oh, I'm not gonna worry about future. We're not gonna worry about future DLCs for a super long time. Okay. So, what is gonna be the best way for us to get from 30 to 50? I mean, we could do side quests. There are plenty of side quests we haven't done. We could also probably do some dungeon running. Dungeon spamming. Okay, so we can do some dungeons. Do roulettes then. Roulettes sounds good. Anyone coming with? Or I can just do solo. Okay, Alex is gonna come along. Very cool. Okay, Shade Whisperer is gonna come. And Tiniest wants to come as well. Nice. So I guess we have a full party then. Maybe, depending on the dungeon. Alright, so I can practice some taking. Aha! Okay, so let's do... So we do leveling roulette. What is a front line? Is front line PvP? What is frontline? Oh, that's PvP. Okay, I'm not gonna do that then. All right, so let's do leveling. I'll have to try the PvP at some point. Alright. I've got a big fucking sword and I'm not afraid to use it. I need to turn on grit. I could probably get more stuff. Okay, I think I can get this next batch and then we should be... I forget. Do we need to go in here? I don't think so. I'm gonna be a little overly cautious at the start, and then we'll go from there. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Gonna do one more room. Let's see how this does. Definitely just need to spam the AoE more, but other than that, looking okay. So, my question is, why does Siphon Strike give me back MP? Because I do not appear to use MP. So why do I generate MP? Must just be for stuff I don't have yet. I think we can go this way. Deal with these before we go in there. Oh, that's right. You have to go through the stupid barrier. Okie dokie. You have to turn grip back on anytime you go in and out of an instance. All right. If I got the red crystal, that means it's on, right? Oh, I see. Boss time! So I guess I don't need to worry about those, do I? I just worry about the boss. Ah, my job is easier now. So, as a tank, am I still like, oh yeah, you need to make sure you dodge the fuck out of those AoEs? Or as the tank, is it more like, no, you worry about other stuff? Like, don't... It depends. Great. Nothing I love more than inconsistency. New action learned. Arms length. Oh yeah. Makes me immune to nulls, knockback, and... Okay, well. Before we go to Brave Locks, go to Ishgard. Oh yeah, I should go do the Dark Knight quest. Haha. That is a good idea. Arm's length is a trick. It looks like status progression, but it's actually a defensive cooldown. Slows anything that hits you. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, well, don't you look the part. Ready to harness the darkness within to set the wrong things right. Now, bear in mind that while the darkness gives you strength, that strength comes at a cost. That is but one sacrifice, though, and justice demands many. Say a man, a vulnerable, untouched man, harms a child in unspeakable ways. He strides through the Hopland, secure in the knowledge that he is beyond punishment. But for one who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his freedom, who knows how many others will suffer? Such was the dilemma faced by a goodly knight long ago. He knew that he would be stripped of his titles and denounced for the deed. The threshold we refuse to cross is a line we draw for ourselves. We fear the consequences, and people suffer for our indecision. Everyone who held that crystal came to conquer that fear, and became who they wanted to be. That knight was the first. Will you be the next? Think on that while we look into the commotion down below. Please, I don't know what to do. It's my granddaughter. I did see him standing there. I know that's the excuse. I should have been more careful. But my granddaughter, she started yelling at the temple knight. And I tried to stop her, I did. But then he said she had to come with him. And if I could just tell him how sorry I am, maybe he would. He'd take you too, is what he'd do. Even if you went and begged the blue bastard to intervene, it'd be too late by then. Ain't the first time they've taken a girl her age. If she doesn't fight back, they might let her go after. No, there has to be another way. Ah, it's guardian justice. They might spare the girl, you know, leave her with a few scars and a lifelong lesson. Or we could beat every last one of them to within an ilm of their lives and rescue the girl. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I knew you would. Everything is going to be all right, madame. When I'm through with those knights, they will dare not trouble you ever again. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna go kick the shit out of rapists? Alright, I'm down. Assuming they didn't just drag her into an alley. They've taken her to either the congregation or the tribunal. The Honorable Sir Emmerich wouldn't suffer such reprehensible behavior under his roof. The Inquisition, on the other hand, well, so that leaves the tribunal. If the girl is still alive, I imagine they'll make all manner of threats. Come any closer and she dies, and so forth. If so, we'll need to make something perfectly clear to them. We're not here for her. We're here for you. Once they understand she means nothing to us, they'll attack us or flee. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to find out which. Alright. I'm picking up what you're putting down there, Frey. Just the one sword between the two of us, I'm afraid. You keep it. I dare say it fits rather snugly in your hands. But don't worry about me. I'll do my part to keep you on your feet. Now, should things turn violent, as I expect they shall, you may need to tap into your dark side to survive. It's not unlike drawing upon your own ether to weave magic. Fear, pain, rage, that which lies in the deepest depths of our soul makes for a potent fuel. But be warned, burn too much too quickly, and you risk being consumed. Do not worry, Dalcarius. The first step over the threshold is always the hardest. Ah, yes. I should have known you'd do that. Right then, let's find the girl. yeah. That is quite literally Dalcarius' story so far. Walks into Ishgard at personal invitation of the holy, agents of the Holy See, talks to a dead man, immediately starts beating the shit out of the temple guard. Damn it, girl, you're only making it worse for yourself. To hell's with you, I've done nothing wrong! Why are the pretty ones always so daft? If I had a gil for every time I had to kill an unrepentant bastard like you. What the? Are you threatening a temple knight? Oh, you're very clever. Yes, I am. Now let her go. Enough of this! With me, girl, now! One more word of protest and I'll toss your grandmother in a cell to rot. You three, seize this imbecile. Shouldn't have done that. Please, you try to use my own Dragoon arts against me? I don't think so. Show them no mercy! Don't have to tell me twice. Bring everyone, he's gone mad! Reinforcements, eh? Looks like we'll have to even the odds. Search your soul for the darkness. We need but a sliver. Yes. Do you see Dalcarius? The flames beckon. Immerse yourself in the flames and ignite the darkness within. Just so, as it burns hotter, so too does your strength swell. But do not drink too deep, lest the flames consume you. Draw upon your dark side and drive your foes before you. Darkness. Damage is increased while damage taken is reduced. Yo, that's fucking sick. More! More! We'll go this way. You fool! I want you not to drink too deep. Where'd they go? They ran this way. Frey, where are we going, bro? There we go. Maybe? No? No? Did he go this way? No. Didn't go that way. Ah, here we go. All this for a baseborn bitch? Do you know what you're doing? I do. I'm killing you and anyone else who gets in my way. Pretty goated, 3. Pretty goated. I don't think so. Cease your heals. They irritate me. The next knight who bears steels, I'm not going to kill him, but I'm going to kill his wife, his friends, and burn his goddamn house down. All right, Frey, maybe dial it down just a bit. Thank you. Those of you who yet live, remember this horror, and know that should you speak of it, it shall be visited upon you again 100-fold. That's done, Frey. Well done, hero. I think the fair maiden wants to have a word. I don't know what to say, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I got a little carried away earlier. It's just that when I saw how they were treating my grandmother, I had to say something and... It's okay, they're dead now. What? No one screamed your name. My grandfather called out, just the once, but that was it. Speaking of which, I should hurry back. I suppose I ought to say that I'm sorry for what I did, but I'm not. Those knights had it coming. Halone bless you for what you did. Feels good, doesn't it? Strange, maybe, but a good strange, I'll wager. You tapped into something primal, a power nestled within you, yearning to be free. As your understanding of this power grows, so too will your skill as a Dark Knight. You have done well, far better than I could have hoped, in fact. But there is still so much more to learn, so much further to go. I won't lie to you, Dalcarius. The risks will only increase. So if you want to keep going, you will have to trust in me. Can you do that? You got it, boss. Good. That's a promise. Circumstances being what they are, it might be best if we parted ways for a while. Think of it as an opportunity to hone your skills in my absence. But don't worry, we will meet again. When the time is right, I'll be waiting where we first met. Quest complete! Dark Knight quest will be available from Frey upon reaching level 35. You learn to control the darkness within! Flood... Oh, okay, here's my mana ability. Flood of Darkness deals an unaspected damage with a potency of 100 to all enemies in a straight line before you. Grants Dark Side, increasing damage dealt by 10%. Extends Dark Side duration by 30 seconds to a maximum of 60 seconds. Shares a recast timer with Edge of Darkness. I don't have that yet, and I don't know what that is, so cool. Alrighty, so this is my big, like, kapow ability. Oh, the gauge. This timer indicates the duration of Dark Side, which increases damage dealt. Using Flood of Darkness or Edge of Darkness, acquired at 40, grants Dark Side. Cool. The good old Gabo dungeon. Now's the fun part where I get to practice remembering where the hell I'm going in any of this. Oh, I'm dying. Teehee. Okay. Easy enough. I feel like I'm gonna have to restructure a few things. We probably do one more little group. But I provoked it, and it just ignored me. Only focuses all talks? Well, that's very rude. Excuse you, sir. Don't appreciate the NPC stealing stealing my job from me. 34. I level up once per boss. That's pretty bonkers. Man, this hurts fine. Is that like a boss, or is that just a particularly large swamp puppy? Oh, it's a boss. Okay. It is fun being able to shoot laser beams out of my sword. Big old asshole dragon. Good job on the heals. And dragon time. Come here, you big bitch. I'm gonna have to actually like make sure I properly research relevant bosses about when I need to interject. Woohoo! Level 34! If the cast bar goes flashy, that's when you need to interject. Oh, I'm 35 now. Nice. Cool. So, to Voice of the Abyss. Which is over here. Nice. If the attack is glowing on the enemy's health bar, you want to interject for them. Have I ever mentioned doing lore videos other than Warhammer Fantasy? Yeah, I very much like to start doing some Age of Sigmar ones. I think Age of Sigmar is the one that really jumps out at me the most. Because I do know a lot about it. Hello, Frey. I had a feeling you'd come by today, Dalkarius. And sure enough, there you are, eager to pick where we left off. Let's start with the question, then. You must be burdened with several after that last affair. Let's see. I'm gonna ask... What became of the old woman and her granddaughter? Oh, for the love of... They're fine, both of them. You solved all of their problems. Happy? Now then, are you really ready to stop dancing around the real question and just ask? Why were you detained by the Inquisition? Why do you think I was detained by zealous temple knights who see heretics around every corner? There was a girl, an innocent. They wanted her, and I objected. Now then, are you ready to stop? Oh, okay. What was the voice I heard? Ah, yes, the voice. The one you heard when you first touched the crystal. An excellent question, but a difficult one to answer. Some say it is a beacon, guiding the Dark Knight to his true calling. Whose is it, you ask? Only you can discover that, for each knight must hearken to a different voice. As you grow more accustomed to drawing upon your dark side, you will come to hear it more clearly. Communion will hasten this process, but we dare not conduct the rites here, under the watchful eye of the Holy See. We will make for southern Thanalan, for Little Alamigo. Interesting. Of all the places, Little Alamigo is definitely a place that could use a Dark Knight, that's for damn sure. Some fucked up shit happened in Little Alamigo during the main story. Punctual as ever, I see. Communion, lest you worthy, is rather simple. It is a ritual in which one nurtures the darkness within so that he may channel it more effectively in battle. Do not, however, presume the risks to be any less than before. Should you partake of it in excess, you will die. Or worse. So before we begin, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to kill something for me. Something feral, something fearsome, which will push you to your limits. I want to see you thrive in that moment. That way, I will know you are ready. Ask Gundabald. You should know of a suitable creature. I haven't seen Gundabald in forever. A pleasure to see you again, Dalkarius. Do you require assistance? Training? Well, if you seek a dangerous beast for that purpose, then the Red Labyrinth is home to pests notorious for their size and vigor. Our trappers take great pains to avoid their nests, and those who do not bear scars for their folly. I pity the man who dies without scars, but these pesties sound promising. Tell me more. They've attacked caravans loaded with Aldgoat carcasses before. The smell drives them into a frenzy. This should serve to draw them out of hiding. Thanks for the old goat carcass you had on your person. Dalkarius, I'll always be grateful for what you did. Those young ones were on the verge of making a terrible mistake, so consumed with anger were they. I hesitated to act, even though I saw it burning within them, as I see it burning within you now. You seek the darkness within. I will not claim to understand your meaning, but I wish you well in your training. Let's go. I think I actually want to adjust my thing here a little bit. I think I want this. I don't like having it up here where I can kind of accidentally hit it. I think I want it to be a bit more deliberate than that. So let's put it here for now. Oh, I gotta go, like, in that tunnel. Alright. You want to expand that as much as possible? True. Okay, I'll keep you there for the moment. I mean, it's mostly just to keep your thing filled up, I assume. Ah, they're close. I can feel their eyes upon us. Well, we're here. Show me who you are, Dalkarius. Show me what you can do. I'm waiting. One would have to sink her teeth into the scruff of a newborn billy goat to get meat fresher than this. Gross. Here, big boy. I walked out of it and then I walked back into it. That wasn't so hard, now was it? To mete out justice, to protect the weak from the strong, and so forth, you yourself must be strong. Strength is pain. Strength is suffering. Strength is sacrifice. We must prepare for communion, but not here. Come, before more pesties are drawn by the smell. Yes, boss. Do 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 do. You look ready. Good. Now listen well. Close your eyes and hold out your hand towards me. Breathe deep through your nose. Let the air fill your lungs. Then let it pass from your lips. Slower, slower. Listen to my voice. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen for the other. My hand's the size of his frickin' head. Just grab him. With every breath, you grow lighter and slip further into the abyss. 1 foot in front of the other, over and over again. To the ends of the world and back again. And if time has no end, still forward and onward, over and over again. Stagger, 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 stagger. So, what did you hear? Interesting, but not terribly informative. But do not lose heart. That you were able to hear it once more is progress enough. I believe you will come to understand its words and its will in due time. I should mention that, in some instances, the voice is said to be that of another, one whom the Dark Knight is fated to seek out. If that is the case, you may have a long journey ahead of you. Heh, so you would welcome such a journey. There is something to be said for it, and for travel, for that matter, to roam free and help those in need. Yet no good deed goes unpunished, does it? I knew a man once. Wanted to be a hero, do great things. And so he did. The song always ends there, but life doesn't, does it? There are temptations more deadly than the dark side, Darkarius. You should have learned this by now, but you haven't. You will. The communion is ended, and with it, our time together. But we shall meet again, as we did before. Blood Weapon. Grants 3 stacks of Blood Weapon, each stack restoring magic power upon landing weapon skills or spells. Lasts for 15 seconds. Oh. Blood Weapon! So this is a... where am I gonna put... I guess I'll put that there. Dungeon time! Ooh! Try to scoot back. So edgy? Oh yeah. I love Edge, dude. Edge is great. It can get a little cringy when you're like a kid, because you don't like properly understand. But like... Where am I going? You get my rotations memorized. Oh, okay, the boss is up ahead. Stand on a glowy pad if you get doomed. Okay. see it. Where do I look on my screen to see when something like that goes off? Like, I was actively looking around for a debuff or something, but I don't know where it shows up on the screen. Because I thought it would show up here along the top of the screen, but that doesn't seem to have been the case. Does it only show up on the top left? It's above the enemy health bar. Why would it be above the enemy? Okay, this game. It's where you have sickness. Because, yeah, so that right now is over here on the up left. But it doesn't show up. Oh, I see. They put it on... Okay, they put it over here. All right. I see. I see it now. I need to eat more pizza. I got it now. Come over here. Come over here. Yeah, I was expecting it to be over here. I was looking in the wrong place. Come on. Oh my god. It's so annoying when they do that. Oh, just run past. Okay, we don't need to do this part. Good, because that mechanic is annoying. Blood of darkness. Nom me some souls. I don't appreciate him ignoring me. Woohoo! Hey, Tactical! Thank you so much for the 21 months. How you doing? Good to see you.
Sotek.
I hate when they do that, when they roll up and then they do their AoE. Good lord, shit flying all over this room. You have to dodge a lot of crap flying around that room. There's just shit going everywhere. Oh my lord. You know what I need to do? Actually, real quick, I need to go into my system. Graphics. I think. Where do I go to... What setting do I go to make it where I don't see other people's abilities? It's in the HUD layout. No, not the bus to debus. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, I see the effects of everyone else's stuff, and it's getting to the point where that's becoming distracting. I think I need to make it where I only see my abilities. Is that under character? Character config. Ah, here we go. Battle effects. Show. We'll do show limited. Is show limited good enough? Do y'all do show limited or do y'all do show none? Like, what do y'all tend to do? Y'all like to do limited? Okay, I'll do limited. Okay. I've got time for probably one more dungeon. And then I gotta go because I gotta start getting ready for my show with Andy tonight. I was just curious. That's funny. I just wanted to see. Okay, so we know we do those in 2 matches. Now we know. Okay, so I could do that in like 2 little. The bee has a sting that does damage based on its own. Oh, okay, interesting. So the bees are particularly nasty, is what I'm understanding. Whoa, what? I don't know what happened there. I was fine and then I wasn't. You can consistently do 2 packs of mobs. That's good to know. When the bee is scarier than the bosses. Okay, so this time I will be on the... Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I think it's the glowing one. Ah! Okay, we're good. Shadow Wall reduces damage taken by 30%. Neat. Put that down there. Move that there. Move that there. Okay, there we go. A bonus treasure coffer? And nothing of value. Excuse you, sir, stop ignoring me. Dark Knights, unfortunately, are squishy as hell until they reach level 70. Bummer. Run, 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 run. I'm trying to thread the needle between like a million AoEs here. Do tanks have a limit break, or is it just DPS and healers? I assume tanks have them. I imagine they almost never get used, but... Watches Caspar for the paralyzed. Okay. Oh, you need to get the stone face on the pad. Ah, gotcha. Good to know. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay. Woohoo! Level 39. Alright. With that, unfortunately, I have to call it a day for this. Tank limit breaks are very situational. Yeah, I imagine. Doesn't give it to you automatically. Is it under like... Oh, there it is. Never know when you might need it. Alright. But hopefully everybody had fun. But I do need to go get ready for playing Total War with Andy. Here in about 2.5 hours. So I hope you all will consider joining me for that. But next time we'll do some more Dark Knight. We're already almost we're plowing along well, which is good. So we'll hit 40 next time, easy. We'll probably get Dark Knight up to relatively, like, be able to start doing like actual quests and stuff next time, which will be good. And we can start doing our dailies. We can get our dailies with Dark Knight after getting it to like level 45-ish. So that'll be good. Alright. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all had a good time and enjoyed yourselves. Make sure to join me later tonight if you are so interested for some Total War Warhammer with Andy Law. Should be a good time. I do need to check to make sure that he is not forgotten. But just want to check if we're still on for tonight. I will see you guys then, but of course, before we go, let's do a quick raid. Let's go raid a buddy of ours. Let's see, what friends are online? Man, even Italian Spartacus got... Am I, like, the only person that didn't remember to get early access to Space Marine 2? Oh my god, I think I may legit be like the only content creator that didn't. That's fine. I have no one to blame but myself. Alright. Twitch chat, I'm gonna send y'all over to Spartacus. He hasn't been online in a while. God damn it. Is that not how you spell it? Oh, Spartacus. There we go. And YouTube, I believe Anticity is online. So I'm going to send y'all to say hi to Anticity. I think that'll be fine. So I've gotten better and better about fixing things. Customization, redirect. There we go. Hell yeah. All right. Y'all have a good day. Talk to you later. See you in 2.5 hours. Bye.